everything moves out of the way for me.
Well, yeah. You make my earth move, Mrs. Ah, come on.
I'm still not talking to you for the window episode.
So, good morning. Welcome to Good Friday. Well, Good Friday is not a great day for Lumpy's voice. It's not a good voice today. Now, I know I've got quite a deep voice, but today it's even deeper. So you'll remember last year on the same trip to Stratford, Mrs Lumsden was the one struggling with her voice.
Sorry. It's also another very special day. It's linked into our wedding anniversary.
It is indeed our wedding anniversary today, Mrs Lumsden. So today's me. It's not the dreaded Rona. Done my tests, not there. Just a bit rough. And plus I was singing last night, which I don't think helped. But here we go. So we're going to have a great day today. We're going to go up into Birmingham. We're meeting Kathy. You've met Kathy before, and her husband Howard. We're going to take a special photograph at a certain place, and I'll explain that to you later. What a great morning. Look at that. Look at that. That's an incredible sunrise. It's cold this morning, and there's that fantastic mist just above the water, but that is a beautiful sunrise today. So, wish you all a happy Easter. We're off to Stratford, basically. It's now Friday, as I said, Good Friday. We'll go up into Bromwell a couple of days there, head off for Stratford on Sunday, should be there by Tuesday. A couple of nights there, head back Thursday. So there should be plenty of opportunities to put some different films together and stuff. Done it before. Some of those great aqueducts on Stratford Canal and stuff. There's plenty of locks down there. There's always an incident or two. You know what it's like, Narrowboat Natterings. But good to have you along. So 8 o'clock in the morning, Good Friday. Just leaving the Cuttlebridge Inn, which is the nice safe stop that I like to take in on the way to Brum. Always a good stop. Pub there, decent moorings. I guess with the sun behind me, rather difficult to see me. And I guess with this stupid voice, rather difficult to hear me. All right, mate, how you doing? But it's surprising when you're cruising this sort of area at the moment, just how big a swathe of land the HS2 project is actually affecting. And I think, I don't know, whatever your feelings are on it, be they political or ecological or whatever, I think a lot of people would have been surprised at the actual width of the strip of land that is currently needed to accommodate. It's not just the new tracks, is it? It's actually the work they have to do to get the equipment there, to get compounds to store equipment, store the men. It's a massive logistical exercise, and it's that as much as the actual tracks themselves that are actually causing such a big effect on the land, I suppose, and the properties around. I'm sure in, I don't know, 8 years' time, whenever it is that the project is completed, it will look nothing like as drastic as it looks now. With that phase of the actual construction is always going to be a messy phase, I guess. So yeah, we've travelled, I don't know, 15 miles around from Lichfield to here, and we've crossed areas of construction site like this on probably 3 or 4 occasions. It's an awful lot of land and disruption, but it does. I mean, I've got my foot in both camps, I think, with it. I can see that it's great from a jobs point of view, keeping people in employment, and you know, giving a chance to train new people in those skills. But I am beginning to think it's an ill-fated, out-of-date project, really. You know, we're eight years away, like we say. And with COVID and stuff, how video technology and the ability to be a remote worker from, you know, you don't need to be in the city of London anymore, unless you're probably a politician. You know, why do you need to travel to London? And you think in 8 years' time, when the railway is complete, fantastic bit of engineering, but who's going to need it? Because the technology with video conferencing, look, imagine how that's going to improve over the next 8 years. So by the time we get to 8 years' time, we'll probably be holograms standing in someone's office, not just a video screen. There'll be less and less necessity to actually physically go to London unless you're going there as a tourist or you're a politician. Controversial. So is it already redundant? So I'm just having a really slow trundle. Wait for Mrs L to join me. She's doing her ablutions, making herself beautiful. I have asked her if she'll put a microphone on today. You know, New Year and all that. Who knows? We'll see what sort of mood she's in. Hello, Mrs Lumsden. Didn't know she was there.
I could come up and join you, but
Nobody can hear you because you haven't got your microphone on yet.
I don't want them to hear me because I'm swearing at you. It's all in my way.
You can get around that pole, you've been so slim. Don't you bang it.
Can I have a drink?
I'll have a cup of tea, please. Right. I do think Mrs Lumsden's going to be trouble this next few days. It's her birthday, you see, the 19th. So every year it doesn't just become a birthday. April becomes birth month. So for the duration of April, I'm continually getting, it's my birthday soon. Can we do this? My birthday month. This week, it's my birthday week. It's like the Queen or something. We have to have like Jubilee celebrations every bloody year. So she'll be a challenge. She'll be stroppy and, you know, what's the other word I'm looking for? Pretentious. Yeah. I think that's the word. A princess. Is my hat straight? Something wrong with my head. When I wear a hat, my hat, it always ends up round here somewhere. You know, when you have one carpet on top of the other, and as you walk on it, it moves it. I think my hair and my hat have the same thing. There's some sort of grain in there that makes it move in one particular way. Mrs Lumsden's at the front of the boat waving to me. Definitely got the naughties on her. She knows there's a lot coming soon. She said to you, will you please be on duty by the time we get to the first lock? Yeah. I'm not wearing that microphone. Watch. When she comes on, she'll be like, hello everybody. Yeah, oh, have a lovely Easter. We're so excited about this. It's going to be a great weekend. We're going to have a couple of days in Brum. We do like Brum. You might be able to tell that I'm a Brummie. But we really like it up there. I'm going to meet up as well with one of the guys who follows me, Ian Slater. And he drives the little bus. I say drives the little bus. He steers the water bus. How cool's that? I think it's a little red, short narrowboat that picks up and drops people around different parts of Brindley Place and Gas Street and stuff. So I hooked up with him a couple of times, so I'm going to find him, track him down, and stick a camera in his face or something. I have a feeling there will be drink consumed this evening. Which always brings the best out in Mrs Lumsden. I bought her a t-shirt with her name on. she doesn't see the look I got when I got that out of the pack. There's Mrs Lumsden on it. It's only subtle, only small. I thought it was quite nice. I think she secretly likes it. She's playing hard to get. She's pretending she doesn't like it. It was nice khaki colour. I've not gone for the big logo thing, little subtle logo. Mrs Lumsden round it. I think it's a great bit of design. I used to live literally 5 minutes from where I am now. This is Minworth now. There's a big Asda here at the bottom of the A38. In fact, my brother and sister live literally five minutes in that direction over there. A little place called Water Orton. You met my brother. He's an idiot. Ian. We'll get him on the boat again one day. I'd like to say he brings out the best in me, he probably doesn't. He encourages me to be naughty, and you know me, and normally I'm impeccably well behaved. But he's a bit of a dickhead. The bird song is great in the spring, isn't it? Really good. Lots of mating and stuff going on, I suppose, and then lots of young birds calling their parents, and it's that time of birth, isn't it? New beginnings. I really like spring. I like spring. Just going past the boat at Minworth. Hello mate, all right? Not far to the lock, Mrs Lumsden. Is that good? Yeah. Press and hold.
A little bit bright.
I know, it is. Morning, you all right? Lovely day.
Morning.
Great, isn't it? Got your microphone on, missus. Don't pretend to talk. Say hello to the world. Say happy Easter, everyone.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. I can see it's on because I can see it on the little scale thing that's going up and down on the microphone. You're going to talk. I can't see you, mate, because the sun's behind you. So don't worry about it. You'll just be silhouette.
This is the bridge that I hit.
This is the bridge that you hit. You see the big mark there?
That was not me.
It is. That's what you took all that out. See that mark there? Mrs Lumsden hit that.
It's the shape of the boat.
You.
It was this willow tree. to boo me.
Yes, it was the willow tree caused you to go in your strange steering, but what the cause was that you'd been sitting drinking with Helen. That's what the root cause was. And you weren't focused. Just watch the willow tree doesn't pull my phone off the top.
Do you want me to hold it?
I think I'll just hold it, yeah.
Fabulous.
They're a bit troublesome, aren't they?
So if you look back and you see that I went to avoid it, you can see why.
But it's a bridge. They don't just push out of the way like willow trees do.
Everything moves out of the way for me.
Well, yeah. You make my earth move, Mrs. Ah, come on.
I'm still not talking to you for the window episode.
Happy birthday week.
Oh, I've got my Uggs on. I should have my other boots on.
You've always got the wrong footwear on, Mrs.
I know.
But
Nice.
I'm only interested in your face. Look at it.
It's not a good start for you. You've got 10 days with me.
You got 10 days with me. It's a nice start. First lock already set for us. Another couple to go before we've got the run down to Salford Junction. So hopefully they'll all be down. So I bought the boat round yesterday from Lichfield to Curdworth, which is quite it's a fair distance actually. It's a 7.5 hour run. And I've done it before, but I run a youth theatre group. So I offered it up to some of the older members of the group to see whether they wanted to come and do a bit of crewing. To which 3 of the foolish older ones said yes. So, I mean, nothing wrong with a bit of free child labour, is there? Parents were happy with it, you know, got the kids out from watching telly or gaming or whatever it is the kids do today. How's it going, Mrs. L? You having a lovely time?
No.
Go and get you back into it.
Remind me to talk to you about windows and condensation.
Windows and condensation?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why they should be a little bit open. Look at her. She's properly kicking off at me today because it was cold on the boat, because we didn't light a fire last night, because we didn't get on until it late. I wasn't going to light a fire at midnight. But look at her now. She's not happy. Then she wouldn't let me open the windows this morning because it was cold. All right, mate. So the drone's getting a run out, early run out, as you can see. The old wobbly drone. Getting a great view of Mrs. L. Oh, she's struggling with that one. Is it not a good one?
Not a good one.
Do you want me to come and do it?
No, it's all right.
Looks knackered. Is it slipping? Leave it, we're coming up.
Oh.
Was this the paddle of doom?
Just paddled. No, it just kept slipping.
Yeah, we're not in a rush today, are we?
No.
Meeting Kathy about 10:30, I think, so that's fine. We've got 2 more locks to do after this one. In that direction.
Ow.
And then down to Spaghetti, Salford Junction, up past Star City to Saltley Locks. You're not going into Star City, no.
I've got boots there. I can get
It
some
might be your birthday month, but you're not going to Star City. So remember last time we came through here, Mrs. The gearbox cable snapped.
It did.
Gear selector cable snapped. And we had that panic because we'd got a lot to do. Turned out to be quite a nice day, that did.
It was really nice. That's because you're with Brother Ian now. It was like Superman on those locks.
What was that? A fish or a duck? Something took a dive, didn't it?
Or somebody threw a bottle at you. One or the other.
I have to say, gonna need a bigger boat. Jaws, line from Jaws. It might be sharp.
Do you know sometimes you really don't have to explain when
Well,
you
you
say
shouldn't give me
something.
the stupid look, as if to go, I don't know what you're talking about.
I think if you look back at the camera, it's because I didn't actually look at you that you moaned and had to deliver it again because you didn't get a belly laugh.
See, I told you she was going to be trouble. This is what I've got ahead of me. 10 days of this. Miserable, snipey, snarky, sarcastic.
I'm going to say this now because I actually think possibly it might not be 10 days because I think for my birthday you might just moor up somewhere and take me off for the weekend.
I started yesterday.
Morning. Like Ibiza.
See how nice she is to somebody who passes by. She's all like that with me. Morning.
Aww.
You fake, you.
Are you getting a bad car?
Yeah, you're making me shout.
How much more do I have to make you shout before it goes all together?